Can I pat my face before we start?
You can always pat your face, but as much as you want. You can smack the mess out of yourself if you really want to. Go ahead.
You gonna leave that in so many?
Absolutely. That is the beginning of. Oh no, just the sound bite. That's gonna be the beginning.
I know.
Right there. You know how this goes now.
Yeah, I could tell from how you said that.
What you talking? I said no.
Wait, scroll down real quick.
Ain't no scroll down.
No, for real. Like
he was checking out the potty.
No, I'm not gonna change anything.
What up, though? Folks, another episode of Taking the Stage. I'm the math guy, Steve. This is
Paigey Babe.
Paigey Babe. Okay, shout out. Babe, what's the news of the day? What up, though? What's up with it?
What up, though?
The news of the week.
News of the week. Oh, finally done with finals. 1 year left. The time is flying by.
Triel out here. You a Triel out here.
I'm very tired.
Hey, man, we shooting early. It's 11 o'clock. We shooting earlier than way earlier.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's just like nothing ever stops. It's like you stop one thing, you continue on with everything else or start new things. And so it's just, I don't know, continuing on with life, I guess. We're here. We made it.
Yeah,
through another one.
Yeah, through another one, boss. Yeah, today's been a good day. We had it's been a good week. Yeah, like you said, well, your finals are over, mine are almost over. My last week of classes was this week, and so finals are coming up next week, and then we're done for a semester. We're out for 3 or 4 weeks or so, and job opportunities coming up for both of us, and so. Looking good. The week.
A lot more.
Times ahead. A lot more work on the potty. Getting our postesses on and our promotions on and all that good stuff.
We're trying baby steps.
People subscribing. I like it. So baby steps. Trying to make it happen. So today, Poop McScoop. What I wanted to talk about.
Oh goodness.
I have it written on the docket as dumb stories as kids. That's what I kind of was my idea. I remember you telling me a couple of your stories, and just us telling stories. That's pretty much what it is. We love telling stories on the podcast. So, just some crazy stories that you did that your family did when y'all were kids.
Okay. And
then some of the ones that I know that I have done or we have done as kids. Me and Shane specifically.
So what's our rule on names?
Nicknames work. I mean,
okay.
Shane has been on the podcast, so he's fine.
Okay.
Your siblings, I think you said plenty of times, and your mother. So
right.
They're kind of already in there. Okay, so
it can be like, what if you had a friend that said
the lawyer in you absolutely can, if you like, Paige, babe, absolutely. Okay. First story I have here is, this is a story of me and my brother, right? Okay, so we were always
one of many.
One of many. When we were kids, we were always at odds, of course, always fighting as brothers do. Mm-hmm. And one time, he was trying to get inside of my room. Okay, sorry. The name of the story is Hinges Off Doors. He was trying to get inside of my room, and I wouldn't let him. And so I'm pushing on one side of the door. He's pushing on the other side of the door. And, well, the door comes off the hinges partially, right? So immediately we stop. Now, at this time, we're being babysat by my cousin who's only 3 years older than me. Shout out to Sharon. But anyway, and so she said, "What did y'all do? Oh my goodness, stop!" Like she's screaming at us to stop the entire time, which of course not listening. So then she says, "Well, we have to do something." Okay, so we tried to cover it up a bit by pushing the door back onto the hinges, sort of, I suppose. And then there was clearly paint missing where the paint was supposed to. So we got some white nail polish and kind of covered up and put it in like that real quick.
Wow.
So, yeah. That didn't go off so well with my parents, and well,
You think?
Yeah, we got in quite a bit of trouble there. But that was one. So you see, actually, the style of story we're dealing with here.
Okay, my thing is, why did you just skate past the door came off of the hinges part so fast? You were like, he was pushing the door and I was pushing the door, then the door came off the hinges. Like, how hard were y'all pushing it? For how long?
Oh,
It never crossed y'all's mind that this door is clearly breaking right now?
no, not really. And who
See,
knows?
I
It wasn't
told
that
you.
lengthy.
You're destructive. You
I'm
break
not just-
everything.
It was him pushing on the door too. Goodness. The point of the matter is the fact that we really thought that white nail polish was going to cover that up. So,
You probably put one coat on him.
two.
Two.
It's
A
still
white.
nail polish. Do you see the where we're going here? Okay, that's all.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. That's
Yeah,
why I
the first
started
word
off
is
like
dumb.
yeah. Okay.
Wait,
You get too comfortable in the
it's my
body.
turn.
Okay.
Wait, it's my turn. Let's see. Oh, I'm so nervous.
Oh no, this is mine. This is mine. Okay. Recliner through window. So, this wasn't even me. This was actually my cousin Duty and Shane. And they were just playing, and we had a recliner in the front room, but it was near. This time I'm babysitting. We're a little bit older.
And you're not even that much older than them.
Right, I'm not. And so, but the recliner was near the window and just kind of crashed through the window. Now, luckily, we were smart enough to learn from.
You say it. It just kind of crashed through the window.
Yeah.
A whole recliner just kind of crashed through the window.
I mean, it was standing and leaning and jumping on it, and it reclined, and then it reclined back.
So you missed all of that.
But I can visually see it in my head. So I thought I was clearing it. I thought I was saying it clearly enough. But the point is, luckily, we had learned from the hinges on the doors, hinges coming off the doors, to where we didn't lie about it this time. And so got in a lot less trouble. Okay? See what I'm see?
Wait. Okay, so you have to go back.
Uh-huh.
When y'all lied about the polish on the door.
Oh, we just got a butt kicked. And that's pretty much it.
So, like, what did your parents ask you? Like,
no, actually, this time it was Mom who actually took it the hardest on us. It wasn't
with the
impulsive
fingernail
time.
polish?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what was she saying? Like, do y'all think I'm
I don't remember the entire
You
conversation.
really think
but
this looks like the paint that's on?
I'm sure it was something to that effect. Yes, I'm certain of it. Yeah.
The LaQuisha effect on
You know what? To you, what happened with burning paper on the stove?
Wait.
Huh? And some burnt carpet or something? Huh? 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 Huh?
Wait. Whew.
What happened, man? Did you fanny yourself full?
It's getting a little warm.
Anybody else hot
First
here?
of all, I told you that story in confidence.
We in a room by ourselves. We're in confidence.
Okay, so when we were younger, you know how you were like, how you started like a barbecue grill?
With charcoal and lighter, yes.
Well, if you don't have a lighter, like how you light it on the stove, with like the little newspaper or whatever.
I've had to do that before, yes.
So we did that.
Wait. How young are y'all?
We were fairly young. Like, we had to be early, like middle school. Like, we weren't grown.
Okay.
We definitely weren't grown enough to be playing with fire.
I'm sure.
And so we were doing that. I forget who was even burning it, but we were doing it on the stove, like we had seen somebody do.
Is all three of you?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
And so it, of course, lit on fire, but it wouldn't go out. Like, we were like fanning
You
it.
gotta think about this. Would it be next step?
And it kept getting worse. And so running through the house, a piece of it fell onto the carpet, which started burning the carpet, enough to burn us all up. And so we like poured water on it and everything. And then we like laid a towel over it It was
To
a
do
burn
what?
mark. What we gonna do?
What was the towel gonna do?
Yeah, I don't know.
Save y'all for a whooping later?
But yeah, we got in a lot of trouble for that. Like, a lot of trouble. Let me just leave it there.
What were y'all trying to do with the fire?
Just
You weren't starting a barbecue.
Just being dumb kids, like just lighting it on fire. See, the crazy part is...
But you want to talk about me with the door and hinges.
What we didn't think of was to just like throw it in a sink.
Yeah, that's what you have running water? You don't have running water in your house? Of course you do.
We didn't think to just put it right there in the sink. We like
Yeah, the
ran
sink was
through
right
the-
next to the sink.
We like ran through the house and the piece fell in the hallway. Mm-hmm.
There was no toilet nearby or nothing.
We were trying to run to the bathroom.
Gotcha.
Oh.
But my hinges and recliner is out of this.
Yeah, that was a lot.
Okay, all right. Next on the docket, what I got is, okay, you're supposed to be thinking of your own right now in the meantime.
Fine.
Okay. I'll go to one of mine. Okay. All right, so another time me and Shane were fighting. So
Wow, y'all have broke something.
That's usually what happens. Another time me and Shane were fighting, and this one's we're a little bit older in high school, and this is after the hurricane, and so we had moved to Baton Rouge, and so we're fighting and like hard, like tackling each other, and we're fighting in the kitchen, and we had a glass table, and my cousin is over, by the way, at Easy Money. And so we're fighting in this glass table, and it's in the kitchen. The kitchen is pretty small. The glass table is almost the size of at least this kitchen area, the dining area. But there's a window right there. And so, but we were fighting, tussling, and then knock over the glass table. It shatters everywhere. And like, I pushed him into the table, and he gets hit into the window. But the table shatters, and both of us just stop, and we're frozen. And then, in only the way that my cousin can do, he says, "Man, look what y'all did to the blinds, bro. Look what y'all did to the blinds."
That's so funny. That's one of y'all's classics.
Hilarious. We were weak laughing. Of course, we weren't laughing as much when my parents got home, but luckily everyone was still there. Luckily, Easy Money was still there. And so he said that same thing while my dad was there. It lessened quite a bit because my dad could not laugh at the moment.
For the win, right?
So easy buckets for the win for sure. So see, just lighthearted.
I'm trying out because I've been trying to think of ones that really like involved me.
Mm-hmm.
Because I didn't do too much other than like the whole flipping thing.
I was about to say talking back. I know you.
That part
you was a talking back.
But really, like doing stuff like again, like that much, like what we're talking about now. I don't have too many stories, but I do have this one story of how I got my middle school.
Name the story. You got to name the story.
Insurance claim. So
let's see what this is about.
It's about how. Let's think of it this way. How I single-handedly got my middle school to get better insurance for its students. Okay. So, okay.
I really want to know.
So, we were all playing in my brother's room. And...
Who's the we? What age are we?
We're young. Well, we're in middle school. And so, me, my sister, my brother. And... You know, on the blinds, well, on like the older blinds, how you have the little thing for them to go up and down.
Yeah.
Unless it's just our blinds where it's like the newer ones. Okay, whatever. So we were playing with that little thing and tying like the Barbie dolls and stuff and like G.I. Joes to it to like make them fly across the room. So we got this bright idea. Actually.
Y'all doing this at home?
Yes.
This at some middle school? Okay.
Let me finish.
I'm invested.
So I'm pretty sure it was Juan's idea. I have to go back because we all know that. Oh yeah, it was Juan's idea. Okay, because we're always like, why we listen to Juan? Okay, so it was his idea for us to like kind of hang from it, right?
For y'all to hang, the humans,
yeah,
the human beings.
Yes, and that must have been some strong bonds because they did not fall at all. So like we were all taking turns, and somehow when it was like my turn, I was scared to death, but I did it, and it like got caught, and I had this huge like brush burn on my neck. So we were like trying to come up with a story. So we were just gonna say that it happened at recess at school, right? That's how the school comes in. Of course, my mom sees it, and she goes to the school and talks to Sister Carmen. She was our principal. Talks to Sister Carmen, and like they bring me in, and I have to like make up this story. Oh my goodness, I'm getting so hot.
Statute of limitations, please help me.
And it was just like this whole thing. And I don't even remember what I said. It was so long ago. So it was this whole thing. And eventually I told my mom. But all I remember her saying was, I just remember something about the school had this certain amount of like insurance for the students. And then they had to go and like restructure the entire thing because of what happened to me at school on the recess playground.
You lied the way to get to the middle school to give y'all better insurance, man?
I didn't know anything about insurance back then. I was like, I mean, as long as I'm not in trouble, then I'm good. But now that I'm grown, I can see like, whoa, that was big.
Could have got in some big trouble there.
Right.
Okay.
But you see what I mean? Like, I wasn't just doing random things.
Yeah, mine was my dad had to pay for a window.
First of all,
yours was the school had to pay for $100,000 insurance, brand new insurance. Yeah, yours is way bigger. You got nothing?
But the students were safe. See? I'm a pioneer.
That's one way to think about it. Okay. Okay, this is another one about me.
Oh, I have one that's kind of like this too.
Oh, we both have one. Okay, that's why I didn't mess. Okay, specify. All right. You want to go first or you want mine?
I mean, I could do mine. It's just really quick.
Okay, good.
So, I knew that you couldn't put foil in the microwave. But what I didn't know was that the foil on the Kit Kat was foil. I just thought it was like the color silver. Well, I don't know what I thought it was. This was paper on one side. You know what I'm talking about?
I think I do. I didn't know there was foil either. Apparently. I just never knew.
And we had one in the freezer. And so I put it in the microwave to warm it up. And it was like the 4th of July. Sparks were flying everywhere. And I had only put it on like maybe 5 or 10 seconds. And I stopped and like smoke was coming out and going everywhere. And my mom was just like, Paige. Like.
That's pretty bad.
But how was I?
Why are you warming Kit Kat?
It was in the freezer.
Well, why don't you eat it frozen?
I don't know. Yeah,
or just leave it out.
The mindset of like a 12-year-old.
Well, or just leave it out. And it'll melt.
You probably just wanted it right then and there.
Anywho, okay, mine is a different version of that. Mine is so we used to eat spaghetti all the time. So the ground beef would typically come in, the container, the white container, got the plastic over top. That's what it usually came in.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes we get the ground beef that came in, looked like a cinnamon roll thing.
Oh, the one that's like in a breakfast sausage thing?
Yeah, like a breakfast sausage thing, but it got
those rings on the end.
So we would cut it in half, but then you need to, you don't eat all that in one day. So cut it in half, save one in the freezer, save the other, and then use that one, and then save that one for later. So we decided to defrost it. This is again while my cousin is watching us.
Why was he always there?
No, Shawan.
Oh.
Well, she's babysitting. And so we Had to defrost it. And we thought we were defrosting the microwave, which that's where we put it. And of
Oh,
course,
y'all didn't take the paper off? The wrapping off?
no, it was frozen. So
that would have made it easier to take it off, right?
I guess we didn't think all this.
See? Asking me why I didn't just leave it sitting out. Why you
Because
leaving me sitting out?
frozen meat, not frozen Kit Kat. It is chocolate. It'll melt. It melts in your hand.
It does melt your hand.
So anyway, we of course sparks fly, the fire alarm goes off or whatever, throughout the entire house. And so we finally got the fire alarm to stop, not knowing that a fire truck was showing up in the next 5 minutes.
Steven.
So the fire truck came. And then we told them what happened. They, checked it to make sure it was good and everything. We had already cleaned up and everything by then and all that stuff.
What was Shawan doing?
It was just me and Shawan. Well, so that's the last part of this. Me and Shawan handled this entire thing. Shane slept through all of it. Shane slept through the sparks in the microwave, the fire alarm, the fire truck.
Wait.
Oh, sorry. Before the fire truck come, we were calling my parents, telling them exactly what happened, and then because then one of them called the other one, and then they called us, and all this happened. So and Shawan's not. Her voice it carries. So how Shane slept through all of that, not a clue. But he slept through the entire thing for sure. So,
how much longer did your parents let Shawan watch y'all?
Remember I told you next story was I was babysitting. So it was some interesting times. Any more you can think of?
Let me see.
I have one, but it wasn't me getting in trouble.
See, that's the thing, but I don't want to
But it's not me getting in trouble. It has nothing to do with anybody that we know. Let's go with that. Or it's not anyone that you know. So anyway, I almost got in trouble. This is what happened. We're in elementary school, in kindergarten, and we have nap time.
Oh, here you go.
We have nap time. Well,
you and your mama cannot let this story go.
Someone was there's a young lady who was at odds with me because of, I guess, the way I spoke, or maybe because it's kindergarten, so maybe she liked me. I don't know the whole.
That was probably it.
Probably, but neither here nor there. As far as one day during nap time, I was accused of stealing from another young lady. Now, if you know anything about me, especially growing up, all I wanted to do was do the right thing. I was good at two shoes. I didn't bother nobody. I went over and beyond to make sure I didn't get in trouble for anything. That was probably it. To make sure I didn't get in trouble for anything. So stealing that blew my mind for someone to accuse me of stealing. If you know anything about me, and so they asked me what happened, and I was like, well, no, I was sleeping. I mean, so you didn't wake up at all? You didn't wake up at all? Actually, now that you say it, I did wake up at one point and saw the first young lady that I was talking about walking around. But that's all I saw, and I went back to sleep. So, all that to say, I didn't get in trouble, but I was accused of this heinous crime.
Okay. Crime?
Of stealing from my fellow classmate. And so from that moment on,
she should have thrown over the jungle gym, huh?
My mother despised her being.
Not a kindergartner.
Yeah. Well, it was kindergarten through 6th grade, so yeah. See, I'm beginning in trouble. At least not on purpose. Okay, now what would happen often is my brother would get on my nerves. So instead of punching him, I would often punch walls.
Breaking stuff yet again.
I had a lot of anger issues, Paige.
You talking about the one little damage that I had?
one little thing. You almost burned the house
No,
to flames.
that was a tiny little piece on the carpet.
And then you blame your scar on the entire school system.
But we were secured after that. See, you missing the blessing.
You was wrong with the system. You can't get credits for something you shouldn't be doing.
I'm trying to think about if I have another one. I have another one where I was at fault, but I was also blamed because it technically wasn't my fault. Okay. So you know my cousin Brandon, right?
So you asked me what we're doing.
He doesn't listen to this. Okay. So we were all at my grandparents' house and we were in the den hitting each other with pillows. Because he started hitting people with pillows. He's way older than us. And so, of course, we're kids, so we're throwing pillows back. And I threw one and it knocked down the oil lamp. It was that old. You know, my grandparents are old. Mm-hmm. So it knocked down the oil lamp and it spills everywhere. And I got in so much trouble. And my cousin was just cracking up at me. Because, of course, technically I was throwing a pillow, but I didn't even start the whole pillow fighting thing. And so, because he was like a teenager and we were very young, like elementary school. And so I got in so much trouble. I got punished. I was so mad at him. And I think me being so mad made it funnier for him.
Oh, so he just kept going.
Yeah, because, you know, he's a huge jokester. And, like, he still brings that story up when I see him. And I just get irritated all over again because I'm like, you were grown in the situation. Like, he didn't say anything to try to help. I just had to, like, take that L. I'm like, first of all, everybody in this room was throwing pillows. And I was the only person who got in trouble. So I was very upset.
You probably deserved it, babe.
No, I didn't.
You sure?
I played very fair and by the book as a kid. I mean, aside from our little...
you didn't already burn the stove, burn the carpet. You didn't already blame the whole New Orleans school system for the scars on your neck.
Wait, and most of the staff were like nuns. It was terrible.
God, you was at private school. My word, baby. You just shocking.
Look, it was that on my behind, okay? I was already healing from a scar.
So now you're going to put the wounds on the system.
Not a wound. It was a blessing in disguise, okay?
That's a word. That's a word. This is me getting my preaching on. I remember my minister in the house. Preaching on.
Ugh.
That's too much.
That sounds, about time.
Why you gotta kick us out the party?
Because you can never just wrap it up. Leave this thing.
I know, that's why we got 2 churn.
Okay, on that note, let me... Bye.
Hold on, wait, Paige. I got plenty more on the docket. See, look. Where is that? It's
like Smokey. 20.
Stop playing with me, Smokey. That's $100. I don't get my money or my bud. I'm killing you and him.
You want to kill both of us?
You kill.
Oh yeah, he said you gonna kill. You gonna kill. Oh no, he's so crazy. He said, man, he gonna eat both of us.
Man. Playing, man. Come on, man. Let's get together. When he hit what's the girl? Megan Good in the head. Bang.
Man, I hate him.
No, that was
Nothing goes to the
yeah. It's still a big word. So I did get in trouble one point. This is not a story, but because I wasn't that good at soccer. Now, we wasn't playing real soccer anyway. Our soccer was, we had a soccer ball. Here's a wall about the length of this wall. And someone got to try to kick the ball into the wall. And if you're the goalie, you got to try to block it. And I was great at being a goalie because I was athletic. So I could just dive, whatever, boom, boom, boom. Well, in being the goalie, there was one of the classmates who was female, but way bigger than me. and way bigger than all. She was bigger than all of us as far as like she was just she had a growth spurt way earlier than us. So, but I was goalie and she kicked the ball rather hard one day, and well, that's why I'm missing a tooth here.
Oh,
she kicked the ball
knock my baby tooth out.
Directly at one of my permanent teeth, and yeah, my dad was pretty mad at me actually. I was like, I was just playing goalie, bro.
Mad at you for getting your tooth knocked out?
Yes.
Oh, because he had to go and pay for that.
Yeah, because he had to pay for it, yeah, essentially. So, but I'm like, bro, I was just playing goalie. I can't play goalie. Dang, can't do nothing around here.
That's funny. Well, we just went embarrassing stories. I have one last one. If you want, I know you're gonna cut the Friday stuff out.
Oh, I'm not.
Oh wow. So this lady on our street, she used to let us walk her dog.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, okay, it would be a lot quicker if I just rode my bike and walked the dog. We didn't even get like past 3 houses before the dog leash was like wrapped up in my bike. and like
you were on the ground.
No, I didn't fall, but it was like shredding because, well, I don't know how fast I was going. I had like a little 10-speed bike and trying to walk the dog, and the whole thing just got like all tangled up, and I had to bring all that back to the lady, and she took it very lightly. She was laughing and stuff, and she invited us over for like some like refreshments, like, you know, lemonade and stuff. But I was just like, well, she never asked us to watch her dog again. But
I bet.
I mean, we were like dog watch, I guess, like at her house, but not like walking up the street.
Oh, yeah. No, I ain't gonna choke my dog to death. Okay, so I got one, again, just a hilarious story. So when I was before I went to regular elementary school, actually, so I did kindergarten twice because I had was in kindergarten when I just turned 4. I went to kindergarten, but it was because of that private school, the public school system, it didn't count or whatever. And so I couldn't go straight to first grade. I had to do kindergarten again when I got to public school. But when I was in kindergarten, at the private school I was at, I was 3 and 4 years old. I was at a private school, and because I was so much, that's why I call me Manny, because I was so mature as growing up, I would hang out with people that were way older than me. So
6-year-olds?
More like 12-year-olds.
At 4?
Yes. Because it's a private school, so it's not many of us there. And so there was a family who actually they stayed down the street from us. Uh-huh. And they had a younger son who was about 6, a middle son who was about 9, and then a 12-year-old. And I'm like 4 or 5 years old. And my favorite person to hang with was a 12-year-old.
Okay, I'm thinking that the 12-year-old was like, this is one of my bestest friends. Like like on The Hangover.
It was similar, yeah.
He's almost a teenager.
I'm just telling you what the dynamic was, okay, please.
His parents let him be friends? Your parents let a preteen be friends with you?
Yes. Especially because they knew the parents and they stayed down the street from us. But this is the funny part about it, is that, so, I'm 4 and he's 12, but he's a big 12. Like, maybe like 5, like the height I am now, 5'5", maybe 5'6". I can't, as far as, I can't tell what the height was.
You were a toddler.
Yeah, exactly. So, but I remember, okay, anyway, I remember pictures. But, well, to Biggie, I think she came to pick me up one day from.
What did she say?
She came to pick me up one day. She said, "Oh, there's Manny with his little friend," and looked up because he's taller than her.
That sounds like something I can hear her saying that though.
Oh, look at Manny with his little friend. Oh.
Yes, indeed.
But I mean, I was always just an old man at heart. So even as a 4-year-old. I remember going by their house and I wanted to play video games. They want to go outside and play. Man, come play these video games, bro. I don't want. They'll pacify me for a second, and then it's kind of but we all going outside. I'm like, I guess I'll go back down the street and play video games in my house.
Wow.
so that was pretty funny. I remember that story of Manny with his little friend. So
yes, indeed.
All right, what else you got?
Let me see. Do I have any more? I mean, any more that I want to divulge on the podcast.
Character and fitness.
So glad we didn't get into the teen years.
What you mean? I said as a kid. That was teen years too.
I'm capping at middle school.
Oh, here's an embarrassing story. I can't remember if we told this on the potty about my 13th birthday.
I don't know, did we? Tell us again.
Okay, if we have it. Here we go. So, for my 13th birthday, now my birthday is July 13th, right? So leading up to my 13th birthday, it's supposed to be a golden birthday, whatever it is, right? So I was, this is like, okay, this is my year. Also, in the back of my mind, I know 13, lucky number, right? Right? Okay.
Really?
Yeah, I think 13.
Oh.
Lucky. Okay, anyway. So, they planned a party for me for my birthday. I wanted a swimming party. My birthday's in the summer. Now, going into 13, or when I'm turning 13, we're going into high school, I think. It was middle school, but between in the summer. So, I didn't have many friends. But the friends I did have, I didn't have close friends. But I had some close friends, but it's during the summer. People are at vacation, people are at camps and all that type of stuff. So we planned a birthday party. I invite, and this was a part of it, is that my dad said I can only invite 10 people outside of my family, only 10 friends. So I invited exactly 10 friends. One person showed up to my party. One person showed up to my party. So then the next week there's that. Now that was before my birthday.
When did you tell them?
Like 2-3 weeks ahead of time. But it ain't like it was like we had social
we
media, we had text, it was just call them on the phone and make sure you tell your parents, and that's it. That's all we, I told them before summer started, like, I'm gonna have a birthday party, okay? So make sure, y'all come. But there wasn't much to communication like that, right? So anyway, that was the week before my birthday. Then on my actual birthday, lucky number 13, right? Someone else had a party. It was a Saturday, and so Saturday night, so I was able to go. And so when I went to this party, it was a party of one of our friends, one of our classmates. But I also had a crush at this party, and she was there, and I was like, "This is good, okay." Well, what ends up happening is that she ends up making out with someone else, the birthday person. I got there late because it was Saturday night. I had to wait till the sunset. I was the first person to leave the party as well. She's making out with this person, and come to find out, this person is no longer a boy. They're trans.
Wow.
So, yeah, it was just an interesting 13th birthday. Lucky.
See?
Lucky.
Blessings in disguise. Come on now.
That's the name of the episode, Blessings in Disguise?
Depends on how you look at it. Is your glass half empty or half full?
Thank y'all for watching another episode.
Wait! You can't stop.
Any last words, Poop?
No, just thank you guys for taking the stage with us. Please check out the episode with our lovely nephew.
Shout out.
He was so excited. So y'all go and show him some love.
Definitely, for sure. And check us out on Instagram, YouTube. I say this at the end of every episode anyway, right? I think people just stop watching after that, probably. Yeah.
It depends on how they listen.
Oh, okay, yeah. I guess if they, yeah, true.
Like if they're doing stuff while they're listening.
Yeah, it's probably just let it play through. Anywho, thank y'all for watching or listening to another episode of Taking the Stage. I'm the math guy, Steve. This is
Paigey Babe.
Have a good one.
Bye.
want to see if she's gonna say something crazy before.
You trying to catch me? I'm not new to this anymore.
You supposed to say, I'm not new to this, I'm true to this.
Ew, that wouldn't come from me though.
Yeah, man, you got a valid point.
But if you don't stop this recording, come on.
There we go. That's what I'm waiting on. All right. Have a good one.
Hey, podcasters, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok. You can also listen to our audio podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts. Have a good one.